Last time on Redux.
Oh, fudge! It's Latios? Or is that Latias? That's Latias. No, it's Latias, right? That's the female one. I have to waste time. I have to waste time looking this up now. Welcome to another episode of Redux with your host Renki, aka Cheetah, part of Pokemon Academy Life, where we might finally be going to Pallet Town to gather Rin, but also at the same time, I don't know what's wrong with Leaf and why she can't go on open water for her man. But let's continue. Oh, I did not read that part. Alright, ladies. Better get your asses in those seats before I... Wait. It's not class yet. We got five more minutes. Private Green, what the hell are you doing in this class so early? I need to talk to you about your military experience, sir. Oh. Well, isn't that something? We might make a soldier out of you yet, Private Green. Not sure what I'm going... That's not what I'm going for. Well, fine. What is it you're looking to hear about, Private? I can tell you about the war. Pokemon shot the enemies into paralysis. Oh, God. I'll have you know. Paralysis. Oh, my God. Once they were paralyzed, I could headbutt them all day. And they wouldn't have a chance to move. Yes, I heard I've heard you told those stories before, but I'm actually asking about your time as a pilot. Eh? I knew you were in the army, which I didn't think had pilots, but somehow someone told me you were a pilot, and I was just holding out hope that was true. Yeah, the army's got pilots. Not as many as the Air Force, of course, but we've got a few. And I tell you what, the Army probably flies on more missions than the Air Force. That's a bold claim. They're just paid to sit around on their asses in fancy hotel rooms all the time. That's why we call them the Chair Force. Right, sir. We all know how you feel about the Air Force, but I really need to hear about your time as a pilot. I flew a couple of missions during the war, yeah. Our Pokemon are the front line. On the front line, we're getting battered. I needed a resupply ASAP. Pilot Mike's squadron had already been taken prisoner after losing his battles. No one else in the squad could do it. So I got my Raichu to fill the plane with 10,000 volts and jump-started that sucker, flying it back to base. Heh. Those punks never saw it coming. They thought they only had a few more Pokemon to beat, and then they have won the battle. I came back with enough revives to choke off a whale lord. That's not actually a lot if it's based off some types of whales don't even have a good, like they have a small throat. That's why they eat krill. And they practically gave up right there and then. That's fantastic. Do you still have your plane? What? Of course not. You don't just keep your equipment when you leave the army, Private. Oh. Do you have any interest in flying to Kanto on a dragon Pokemon to grab a runaway student? You're talking about Private Con? You know? Makes sense. If I went through what that kid gone through, I might go AWOL too. So you understand. That's great. So you'll fly to Kanto? No can do, Private. What? 3 reasons. First, I gotta teach classes for the rest of this week. Secondly, I'm pretty sure you're asking me to do is some form of kidnapping or stalking. He's not wrong. Thirdly, I joined the army specifically so I could keep my feet on the ground. I hate flying. And I do my best to avoid it whenever I can. What? Why do you think I train electric types, Private? If it's in the air, I want it out of my face. But you flew anyway. Yeah, but I had to. If I hadn't, my brothers in arms could have been taken prisoner. Or would have been taken prisoner. And who knows how long it would be before they come back home. Or could come back. Ellipses. There's something my old XO used to tell me. I was face down in the mud. It was raining like hell and lightning was cracking down all around us. Is that supposed to be ops? I don't know. I just done 40 consecutive push-ups and he was screaming at the top of his lungs to give him another 20. That's when I made the mistake of telling him something real dumb. Any guesses as to what I said, Private? No. Hell, Private, I said something dumb, not suicidal. Nah, I didn't say anything like that. I said I can't. That's when EXO... Oh, God. Knelt down there in the mud with me, and for the first time since I met that bastard, stopped screaming. And he said, barely above a whisper, "It's matter if you can't, because you have to." Ooh. Then that bastard stomped me in the mud, splashed it all over my face, and told me to do another 20 for getting his boots dirty. It sounds like hazing. Maybe it was, but it taught me something real important. I took it with me onto the battlefield. Perfect game, it's amazing you can do what you can do when you have no choice. But maybe I do still have a choice? Get serious, Private. You really think there's anyone in the school you're going to convince to fly across the ocean to pick up a guy you like? Does everyone know about that? If you want this done, you're going to have to do it yourself. But I'm scared. Know what it's like to be afraid of flying, Private. But if you... I'm not actually afraid of flying. I'm afraid of, well, the water. What? What? Water? Water? What sort of candy-ass sorry excuse for a fear is that? Flying, terrifying, but you're scared of water? Which makes perfect sense that he's like, why are you afraid of water? He's an electric type person. Makes perfect sense. Hey, water's totally terrifying. Yeah, they don't really have a water type. Goddamn, is it? You know, in the sky, you're just a thin piece of metal away from plummeting plummeting thousands of feet. What are you going to pump into the water? A lily pad? A ducklet? You can swim, can't you? Maybe. I don't know. And get your hydrophobic ass down to the recreation center right now and find out. It's not how you're supposed to deal with fears and... Wait. Now... Do you have time to wait around for the end of school day? You got 10 hours left before you need to fly, don't you? Get busy swimming or get busy figuring out you're going to tell your squad mates when you come back without a pilot. Well, fine then. I will. I'll go to the recreation center right now then. You better. I'll be telling your other professors you'll be out all day, so don't you come back unless you complete your mission. Fine. I will. I'm going. That's hilarious. Are you sure? Get out! For you can think about what you're doing. You dash to the recreation center, throwing wide at the door. That's funny. There. See, it's just a pool. Holy shit! I just realized how much money I have. Oh my god, she's loaded. Why? There, see? It's just a pool. I can totally... I'm gonna throw up. Just close your eyes. Pretend it's not there. Being ridiculous, Leaf. It's just water. Which makes no sense because, again, you Leaf, man. You absorb water. It's not that bad. It's not even salt water. And the last time you tried to swim, you were completely fine. So open your eyes and just dip a toe in. Just do it, okay? Yep, that's not happening. Not today, not ever, never. Stand there for like what feels like hours, but must really only be minutes. All you can hear is the pounding of your heart as you attempt to take even one step closer to the pool. You are being ridiculous. Knowledge, however, does not correlate to action. So, like, are you going to get in the pool or just going to space out? Where's Brock? Hey! Hey, Brock's the name. What's your little sis? Leaf? Sorry. Who are you? Oh, I'm a man of many names, many faces. Some have called me the Vagabond of Love. Others called me the no-good hobo who needs to get a job. Huh? Joke's on them. I got a real job. I got a half a dozen real jobs. I'm just in between stages of my career at the moment. Prefer not to give myself too many labels, but for you, little sis, you can call me a misconnection. How old are you? 20? 25? I didn't know how old you are before I decided to either blow you off with some mild sarcasm or call the cops. Oh. You cut me to the bone, little sis. I want to do it. I know what I want to do for this. It's Leaf. Leaf, Ratchets. Some of my favorite plants are leaves. Yeah, I kind of got that impression. Anyway, I needed to find a pilot for a thing so I could just so it could just let me leave. Hey, Leaf, you're the one who's blocking the doorway. Try to sneak out around you, but you were standing here, rock solid like a statue. Oh, right, well, you shift awkwardly to the side. Here. Much obliged, Missy. Though I seem to have forgotten my way off the campus grounds. Perhaps you'll be a gentleman and escort me? Uh-huh. Not going anywhere alone with you. Leaf, I hate to put it out the obvious, but we're already completely alone here. And based on how you're shivering at the water, this is a place with serious bad juju for you, no? Oh, so you're being a gentleman and trying to get me out of here then? Nah, you get it, little sis. Why you call me little sis? First I had mi amiga. Oh god. I grew up with 9 siblings in inner city Pewter. You did have a lot of siblings. Oh god, I have to stretch. Pretty much everyone I talked to was a sibling. Wait, you grew up in Pewter City? I live in Cinnabar. So around no cap? No wonder then. I heard that evacuation efforts took days for some people. Were you? Yeah. Well, let me give you some straight shooting then. This water, nothing to worry about. Heck, I'm a rock Pokemon out. Fight here. See this? Clean, chlorinated, safe. Deepest it goes, 9 feet, precise. I'm a champion swimmer. In fact, I was even certified as a lifeguard at the Cerulean City Gym. Huh? And here I was thinking you were just a creepy old guy hanging around the pool to see girls in their swimsuits. Well, I mean, I became a lifeguard for a reason. Of course. You ever seen the Cerulean gym leaders? Daisy, Violet, and Lily? 3 of them. They were wearing their sweet swimsuit all the time. Even during battles, man. You had to be there. Uh-huh. I bet when someone nearly drowned because you were too busy oogling the gym leaders, you were more than happy to provide mouth-to-mouth. No, you aren't supposed to do that for CPR anymore. It's true. Chest compression, chest compression, chest compression. Just compressions only. Turns out mouth to mouth breaks up the rhythm. Oh. Anyway, no one ever drowned on my watch. Though I had to swim out and rescue a few babes that seemed like they were really good swimmers. And then they would ask for mouth to mouth even though they were conscious and didn't need it. I think I might be realizing something. Yeah, can you do that in your own time? Appreciate getting to be part of this moment of self-awareness or whatever. But there's a bit of difference between this pool and the one I'm going to need to go into. Oh yeah, how much difference? About 7 trillion gallons difference? That's a bit of difference. What you planning to do? Swim across the ocean? Don't just fly over, but I'll be on a Pokemon. What you gotta worry about then? Huh? But we haven't got your back. If a Pokemon thinks that it can't do something, it won't try. And they always underestimate their abilities. See what I mean? They play safe. That's why we trainers exist, to push them to their limit. So if the Pokemon ever even gets off the ground, you know you're good. But the water. What about the water, little sis? You're not touching it. You're not even going to be anywhere near it. Now, if you want to run back to your dorm and grab a swimsuit, I'll be the last guy to stop you. But I don't think you'll even need to consider the water as a factor. After all, if you fall off a Pokemon at the height of anything more than like 50 feet, probably not going to hit the water slowly enough to worry about the whole swimming part of it. He's not wrong. You're going to hit water like it's concrete. Water's not even going to be the factor. It's just the fact that you're falling. Is that meant to help me? Kinda, yeah. You should stick to lifeguarding. You're not much of a motivational speaker. Nah, I guess not. Guess you aren't secretly a pilot with a lot of free time on your hand? Afraid not, little sis. I fly on my Pokemon once in a while, but nothing more than that. Yeah, I figured. He's a lucky guy. What? You're in love, little sis. I can tell. Nothing else would make a nice girl like you try to fly across an ocean while terrified of water where he is. I'm annoyed that he's guessed it so easily. It's not love, he's a good friend. And he owes me a date. Doesn't change anything from where I'm standing. It's a lucky guy to have a friend like you. Man, back in the day, I did some dumb stuff for girls I liked. Heh. So I told you about how I became a licensed lifeguard so I could work at the Cerulean gym, right? Then I decided to become a Pokemon breeder because there was a girl I was traveling with that collected baby Pokemon like they were magnets. Then I became a doctor because really adorable nurse I had a bit of a thing for. Nurse Joy. Okay. I tried to become a police officer because there was a cute Jenny who arrested me a few weeks earlier, but I failed the entrance again. And a few weeks after I learned how to sing... After that I learned how to sing and actually sold a couple albums, but turned out she didn't really like country. Oh my god. And then my last job was pretty much to try to impress a girl as well. Turned out she was more into contests than battling, though. I thought this story was going to end, but it just keeps going. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm pretty worldly. Oh boy, that's one word for it. Anyway, the point of all that is to say that people do dumb stuff for the people they love. Or the people they're into, whatever. My goal has always been love, but on the way I learned to love that journey. I love the journey. Good for him. So see, even though my efforts have been marked by failure and despair at every heart-wrenching turn, I still achieved my goal. And if a guy like me can do it, so can you. Fuck it. Fine. Somehow, you convinced me. Mainly the part about the water Not even being a factor, but hearing about your screw-ups made me feel a bit better as well. So thanks. The thanks of a beautiful woman. Oh, I hate that he can open his eyes like that. A beautiful woman are all I need, little sis. I'm going. She grew up, huh? Crazy thing we'll see her again. Wait, maybe we should stick around a bit longer. The school could do with a cooking club, wouldn't it? Couldn't it? Wow. And then that idiot said that his stupid fat ass Pikachu was going to beat me next time. Uh-huh. Did he? Well, duh, but that's because he has the type advantage. So won most of the time. Still whining about Renha, Edge? What is it to you? I thought you would have been a bit more careful about that after what happened last time. Hey, wait. Doesn't matter, we need to talk. Huh? We can make this work, but I'm gonna need your help. I'm going to be the pilot, but we need to leave during lunch now. And I've got a plan to get myself and Ren back. Feel like I'm missing some context. Just come with me to the garden. Ethan's like, yeah. And when I said, I'll say something like, so you're probably wondering why I gathered you all here today, but we don't have time for jokes like that. We need to do one thing and one thing only. Prada announced the inaugural meeting of Ren's rescue team. Kind of like an explanation of why we're here, actually. What did I just find? Ren is back in Palatown. We're going to get him back. Uh-huh. All I told you was that he dropped out of Kabuki. How do you know he didn't just get a job somewhere in Esperia? Yeah, actually, how do you know that? You're saying this entire time that idiot could have been just a couple miles away? No, not a chance. I asked Ethan where he wanted to be on Sunday, and he said home. What does that have to do with anything? It's crazy, but Ren and I are kind of like in sync. We end up at the same places all the time. Still, to bet so much on this, I'm confident I'm right. And if I'm not, I'll take the fall. No one else. Don't think about falling. So I don't hate this plan. Like I said, I'd like to get Ren back as well. But isn't there a more sensible solution that we could try first? Any suggestions? Like a regular plane ticket? Tried that. Nothing's going out and coming back soon enough. Could maybe try to reserve a seat on the plane that's already fully booked and just hope for a cancellation. But this plan, though, it's crazier. I actually think has a higher chance of succeeding. Damn. Oh wait, what about that one pilot student, Eartha or whatever? Already asked her. God, can you come up with a single original thought? Excuse me, princess. Hey, lay off. Like you're any better. You're just as much of an asshole as I am. People just like you, cause you pretend your insults are jokes. What? Blue, sorry. Don't speak for me. I'm sorry. Damn, this is awkward. So, I can't help but notice that we have about 24 hours until horror classes begin, and I have not done anything with Pokemon. Really left it to the last minute, huh? Students, last minute desperation is it's when we're most productive. This is true, and I hate it. I totally get that. Been there. I don't want to rain on any parades, but I think we left it a bit too long. I mean, as far as I know, none of you have a Pokemon that can make the journey fast enough, right? Oh my god, we didn't tell Ethan. What? You didn't tell Ethan about Tia. Damn, I was hoping that was a dream. Okay. We don't have time to do this gently. Tia ripped the band-aid off. What? Get a clue. She might be an airhead, but she's still a powerful dragon Pokemon. Think she was going to listen to some rookie trainer without Rin's bullshit powers? Oh, no. I didn't think about that. Hey, sweetie, could you show Ethan your true form, please? That means no. Yeah, got it. Yeah, Ethan, this is going to sound like a really weird question, but can you ask Thea to show you her true form? Her true form? It's going to keep her clothes on, right? Well, she'll keep the hat. This is the weirdest orgy I've ever been to. Oh god, Ethan. Hey Tia, think you could show me your true form? I think it'll be really helpful for figuring out what's going on. That means I think we got it. Got it, thanks. Well, because Ethan has the same kind of BS power as much as Rin does, but same BS power, but not as great as Rin is on this. Okay, now it's the weirdest. Latias. Latias, huh? And on that note, I'm going to end this episode. Like, comment, subscribe as I keep on bringing out episodes every single day unless something weird happens. I do have a Twitter. It's at Cheetor. And... oh. Yeah, that's it. So, thanks for watching. Be a fan. Bye for now. Yeah.